Hi everyone, today on California Time we are testing out the Outdoor Revolution drive-away awning, which is the Cayman Combo Air. So we're thinking about buying this awning, and we're really lucky to have been lent this from Campervanbits with all the accessories. We're going to give it a go. We're actually thinking we might fancy the polycotton version of this, because we used to have a polycotton tent, a Bear Lake 6 from Outwell. It was amazing, came in 2 bags. We had to change the car because the bags were so big. We ended up with a massive Volvo V70 to carry it all in. Hopefully the polycotton version of this will be a bit smaller, but we have got the normal polyester one here now to try. Now, we've been talking to Craig at Outdoor Revolution about how to put this tent up properly so we don't have any problems with the van and everything else. There is a really good YouTube video from Atwell's where they've done it. They're actually using a method which is different to the method that Craig has told us, and I've never seen a YouTube video with the method that Outdoor Revolution are recommending. So let's get all these bits and bobs out then. Like I said, we've got all the accessories for this, so just let me pull these bits out. So we've got actually a Vango. shouldn't say that, should I? Yeah, so this is the Cador strip and driveway awning bits and bobs. So it's the strip that you need if you're going to attach it to your van on your awning or the rail. I'll cover all of that a bit later on. So you've got those bits there. We've got pump. Yeah. We've got a footprint, which is
these are good
for pegging out on the floor.
Keeps it nice and clean.
Keeps it nice and clean. We've got a carpet. It's a proper
luxury.
It's a glamper, this one.
Yeah.
We've also got somewhere in here. What's this one? Porch Door. And again, we'll explain this when we put it up, but it's basically so you can enclose one or both, if you buy 2 of these, one or both of the ends of the awning, which gives you a bit of weather protection, but it also allows you to use this. And this is an inner bedroom. So again, you can turn this into a 2-berth awning if you want by having 2 porch doors, 2 of these, one at the front, one at the back. Again, we'll put this up, we'll show you what it looks like, but it's effectively an inner tent, which is great. And you can't use that unless you've got the porch door. Important to remember. And more importantly,
don't snap anything. We got a good shot of the bald spot there. Look, hey.
So there we are. Look, that is. You can see how near it is. Look, it's even got
the tags.
Got a tag on it.
Yeah.
So Cayman Combo Air low. So they do different heights of this. So if you've got a van conversion, etc., you can get different heights, and it's all to do with where the tunnel comes out and how much material there is to be able to connect it to your van and all that sort of stuff. So here we are.
It's not actually that huge.
It's not, and you can. I mean, I'm making it look a bit.
Yeah,
daft,
you're just being weak.
But you know, it's a bit
Man
bigger,
up, Will.
It's a bit bigger than a handbag, but it's not too bad. I wouldn't take it round town with me, put it that way. Right, let's get the footprint pegged out on the floor. Then we can open this up, we can see what we get with it, and then
Go from there.
It's erection time. Right, so now we've got the basic awning up and inflated, which was actually super easy. We used to have a Vango Galley Compact RSV, and I don't know why, but this felt like it was slightly easier pumping.
It seemed to go up a lot quicker. It seemed to involve less pumping, didn't it?
Maybe the tubes are easier, I don't know, or the valves are different these days or bigger. But yeah, went up super easy. Now we need to do the special bit, which is try and connect it to the van. So
special.
Wish us.
There's one word for it.
Wish us luck. So one thing we thought was worth mentioning was we've had a bit of a play around with how best to fix the awning to the van, and what we're finding is that this here is obviously our awning rail on the Cali, and we wound it out. We've used a Cador strip, a figure of 8, not a Cador strip, figure of 8, directly hooked onto the top of the wind out part of the awning. So wind the actual awning out a little bit first, and then you can see there, this is actually part of the awning itself. So the Outdoor Revolution awning. And what we did was connected the figure of 8 directly to the awning, and then pushed it on the top of the wind out part of the awning fixed to the van, and then wound it back in again, and that gives us the right tension. Also means you haven't got extra bits and pieces which are bringing the awning down, and it was probably about that much more hanging down. We couldn't really get the right tension, and as you can see, although the wind's blowing a little bit, it's actually got a really nice tension on it now. And if I just sit this door shut, grab hold of it, if I just zip that shut, you can see there, with these cords here and here, you can tension it quite nicely. And although the wind's blowing a little bit, actually it's got really good head height, and it looks like a pretty good fit. And obviously if you didn't put it on the top, there's a little rail which is underneath here which you can use, but it would be quite low, and obviously we were keen to try and keep it way up off the sliding door, because when you use the sliding door, you don't want it to be anywhere near where you've attached it at the top. So if you're after a bit of help in terms of how you pitch the tunnel in relation to the van, if you've got a California and you're trying to match this awning up, I can give you a bit of help. So at the front here, we've got this pegged pretty much in line with that. You can see that there, and then when you have a look at the top, you can see there's just a little bit of this which hangs out, and it's the same amount at the back, and you can see there how we do it. So we use a figure of 8 clipped onto the top of the wind out part of the wind out awning. So you wind the wind out awning out to about here, clip it all on all the way along, and then wind it back in, and then that's what gives you your tension at the top.
It's done, it's built, erected, pumped up, whatever you want to actually call it, pegged down. It's looking pretty good actually. So as you can see, it's kind of the whole reason why it's called the combo is because it's reversible, so you've got the same at the front as you get at the back, or the back could be the front, whichever way round it is. No, it's front, back, front, it's whichever way you want it to be. And that's the reason why we really like this particular awning, and we wanted to try it out, because it doesn't matter whether you decide to go onto your pitch forwards or backwards, because obviously some pitches prefer you to do one way or the other, whether you're on continent or whether you're in the UK, whether you're sliding doors on the right or the left, and this gives you that flexibility. So we haven't put any of the other accessories up with this yet, apart from we've put the footprint down, which is you just probably about see it there. These are specially sized tarps that fit perfectly underneath your tent. So if you're pitching on a slightly muddy site, or it's been a bit wet or a bit grassy, you're keeping the underside of your tent nice and clean, so when you're packing it up and you're having to do that kind of like lying on it flat to get all the air out of it and everything, A, you're not getting filthy, and B, the rest of the tent isn't getting filthy as you roll it all up.
And this ground sheet's sewn into this one, isn't it?
Yeah,
so it's
sewn in ground sheet.
Take it out and wash it separately.
But we've just pegged it down at the front there, because that folds up and forms part of your door there. So you see it's got 2 air beams, one here at the front, one at the back or the front. And then you get this kind of strengthening pole, which is a telescopic pole, so you can alter the length of it to kind of create that shape over the middle of the tent. Windows on the 3 sides there, so you can roll those up and put them out to
don't want to see anyone.
Blinds. Yeah, so if you want to just literally sit in a sweat box for the whole weekend, then you can do. But you can see we've already. It's got vents. Yeah, it's got vents down there. and obviously everything opens up nicely and all of the stuff's in place for you to tie it back. We managed to get the drive-away bit working right. I don't think we've quite got the van in exactly the right place, but it's not...
The van needs to go backwards about another 6 inches or so.
So, Craig, you're not right.
Oh, that's a strong
Sorry,
statement.
Craig.
It's a strong statement.
You told us, Craig, that we needed to put the wheel centres, like the bottom of the tyres, over the pegs where we pegged it down. Look at the gap! Look at that gap between the peg. So, yeah, Craig said, reverse it in so that the wheel is over the peg. There's the wheel, there's the peg. And there's nowhere near that much of a distance up there of a difference. So, I like your method, Craig. Generally speaking, of get the tent up and everything and then figure out where you put in your van, because it makes the tent nice and straight, and we've had no manner of problems beforehand with trying to connect it to the van and then trying to pitch it, and you end up with a tent that's kind of pulling one way or pulling the other way, and it's a blooming nightmare.
I'm gonna give Craig some help here, because I feel as though basically it's his job to put these tents up and down every day, so he must know how to do it.
He must know how to do it.
I think we must have misheard.
I heard him quite clearly, to be honest. Sorry, Craig.
I'm emailing him.
Maybe he had heat stroke. It was a very hot day when you saw you.
Yeah, it was.
So there's not a huge amount more to actually show you in here. You've got this space. You can easily seat 4 people in here, I would suggest. So you've got your kind of covered area out the front, covered area out the back. We'll whiz round there in a second so you can see it.
It does have these hooks here and these little kind of pouches at the end here. And that is for extra tensioning poles. They are an optional extra. It's the one option that I don't think we've got with the tent to give it a try, but you can get on both sides another pole which goes in just like that centre one there, just to give it a bit more strength, but it doesn't really feel like it needs it, to be honest.
Well, we're not exactly in a storm at the moment though, are we?
This is also a 2022 model, because it's got these bits of Velcro on these air beams here, and those are specifically for the lanterns. So I don't know whether you've seen the Outdoor Revolution lanterns. Have you seen the lanterns?
I think we saw the covers,
at Campervan
didn't we,
Bits?
at Campervanbits.
Yeah. So it's basically a bit of fabric which makes a bit of an uplighter, and you put a rechargeable LED light in the centre of it, which just gives the awning a little bit of glow, which is nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, there we go. So we do need to try out the porch
cover,
porch door
kind of thing, and let's show you where that goes.
And then the bedroom.
Because it can either go on the front or the back. So you've got these kind of hanging points here, and I suspect, trying to figure it out as to where it goes on, because you've got some more kind of hanging points here.
Zip.
And then there's obviously going to be
there's a zip on the outside here which it zips onto.
Okay. And then there's going to be the bedroom pod,
yeah,
which kind of hangs in it, I presume, somehow. Because obviously you don't have a ground sheet here, so yeah.
We'll give that
we'll give it a try.
Give that a try and get the bedroom pod up inside, show you all of those bits and bobs. Yeah, it's looking pretty good, but I think it's got to be beer o'clock.
It's got to be beer
now.
o'clock. It's got to be beer o'clock.
Beer o'clock.
Yeah.
Porch door and bedroom to come later.
Okay, so now we've got the awning up, Will's going to show you how we put on the rear porch door, so the porch extension.
So we've done a little bit more then. We've now got the carpet in. So that's what the proper fitted carpet looks like. It does have this slightly strange hole in the middle, which I can only think is because this carpet, I think, came out with the 2021 version of this awning. And the difference between the 21 and the 22 is the 21 you could have a bedroom pod which went in the main bit, whereas the 22 you can't do it in the main bit, but it goes in the two ends. So I wonder whether they just haven't updated the carpet, therefore this is the one which covers all the models, and you just have to put up with the fact that it's got a bit of a hole. I would imagine there was some toggles or something in the 21 edition. We haven't seen that. So the other edition, since you last had a tour from Sarah, is a very untidy, because we've just chucked everything in here, very untidy rear porch. So this is the space that it gives you inside. It's very, very easy to put up. You should have seen the quick time lapse that I did, and yeah, I have to say it's very impressive. Coming in here, obviously we've left it so that the ground sheet's out. It does come with here a ground sheet, so if you want to put a special ground sheet or the proper fitted ground sheet in, you can do. But it also comes with these, and these are curtains for these windows. So even if you didn't have the bedroom pod up in here, but you just wanted it to be a private space, it does come with curtains for that. You can put the ground sheet in. Because the other thing which I wondered about in here was, would you want to use this as a bit of a shower room? So you could effectively put on these windows here, you could put those curtains up, you could shut the door here, close off the main tent, don't put the ground sheet in, but then actually probably somehow I could lash up in here the shower from that camper geyser that we reviewed, and we do actually use quite often now when we're on a pub stopover. Not that we'd put this awning up on a pub stopover, but if we were on a campsite and you're low, like really far away from the shower block and things, wouldn't it be amazing to be able to have this space and be able to shower? And obviously with it straight into the ground as well, dead easy. Nice hot water from the camper geyser running off the tank in the Calais. Sounds like a good solution to me. What do you think? Let us know in the comments below. Or would you have to use this as a bedroom? Have you got a dog? Have you got kids? Are you looking for extra space in your Calais and that's why you're watching this video to see if this awning's for you? Let us know in the comments below what you're thinking of using an awning for, if you're thinking about using one, or if you've got one, how you use it. Let us know, let others know in the comments. They do like to read them because it helps them out too. We're now going to have a go at putting the bedroom pod in. So to do this, you have to have the porch door. So you've got to have fitted the porch door already, and then you're supposed to put the ground sheet in as well, but because we're just trial fitting it, we're not going to do that. But effectively the ground sheet which comes with the porch door, you put that out, and then hopefully this will go up nice and easy. This is the bedroom, so let's have a look. Okay, let's show you around then. So this is the bedroom pod. It does have a built-in ground sheet itself, but I still think it's well worth putting the normal ground sheet out which comes with the porch door. Just, it will keep this bedroom pod nice and clean, and if there's any moisture coming up through the ground or anything else, it's almost like its own little tarp then, so definitely worthwhile. And as you can see, you go around, you you kind of clip it in with the elastic. It's pretty dark in here. You definitely want to put the window pieces in which come with the porch door on the triangle section, so you definitely want to do that. But actually it's really quite nice in here. So the doors themselves for the bedroom here have got mesh as well if you wanted to leave some of the doors open. There's a back door / front door, whichever way around you put it, which goes in too, which is nice. It's got some pockets along the bottom on both sides, so that's quite nice. I'm 6'1" and I'm standing up in it, so if I just spin this, you can see that it's perfectly okay there. And yeah, it's really decent actually. You'd have no problem sleeping two people, I would say. I'll pop the dimensions of it on the screen so you know what kind of width it is, but bear in mind with this awning you can have two of these, so one in the front, one in the back. To do that you'd need two bedroom pods like this, and obviously two porch doors as well. So yeah, pretty impressive. And now we need to take it down, see how we can get it back in the bag. Right, now we've finished testing that inner tent. We're going to take this porch door off now because the campsite that we're on, we want to be able to use both porches, front and rear, just to be able to sit out. I have to say, it's very hot in here. I mean, it is a warm day outside and the sun has risen on the side of this awning where the porch door is. It's really warm in here, and when I first opened it up, you can probably see now, just on this window, it's a little bit damp, so there is a little bit of condensation on here. It's just how it is with these tents. What we are going to do though, we are going to try this awning against the polycotton version of this awning, because they do the porch door in polycotton as well if you have got the polycotton version of the tent. And we're going to do some tests with them side by side, probably do it on our lawn at home. So we'll put both awnings up, we're going to get some thermometers and we're going to put them in both, and we're going to see how the polycotton fabric affects how the tent works. So does it keep it cooler when the sun's out? Does it keep it warmer overnight? We're going to do that test, we're going to try it out. So keep watching for that. It might be a couple of months away because we've still got to get hold of the polycotton version. But yeah, keep watching for that and we'll see, because we think we might actually want the polycotton version of this awning for ourselves rather than this polyester one. But that said, there's nothing wrong with this polyester one at all, and it'll obviously be a bit cheaper than the polycotton too. So yeah, I'm going to get this porch door down so we can start to enjoy the other aspect of this awning. So this is a really good example of why this Cayman Combo Air is so perfect, we think, for the Cali. So we've got two porches, obviously one at the front and one at the back. We've just come back from a really hot bike ride and we're sitting underneath the back porch. So it's in blazing hot sun at the front now that the sun's gone over the awning, and the back is in the shade, so we can get some nice kind of slightly cooler air at the back here, and it's really nice just to sit under. Nice to have the option of either side, so that's really quite unique, we think, with this awning, and that's why we first saw it at the show back in February on the Outdoor Revolution stand, and we were so wowed by it. So really big thank you to Campervanbits for letting us try one out and see how we get on. And I think polycotton version is what we want to test, isn't it?
I think so.
Are you hot there?
I'm a little bit warm.
So yeah, we think we're going to try the polycotton version because that might be a little bit cooler, but we'll see how we get on. But design wise, this is an absolute winner. It's
the whole
an absolute winner.
symmetrical thing and
It's
choice
brilliant.
is great.
Yeah, fantastic. And obviously to have the flexibility of being able to fit a awning porch door on either end and then bedrooms in either end or both, you can make it a really flexible tent if you want it. So that's our review of the Cayman Combo Air by Outdoor Revolution. We think it's fantastic. We hope you do too. And if you like this kind of content, if you like us testing this kind of stuff, hopefully it's interesting for you. If you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you again soon for some more California time.